Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have some more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 news. The information you are about to see is going to rock your world and change your entire opinion on Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So if you caught my last video talking about the beta that Black Ops 3 is now confirmed to have, you are going to just be blown away by this. We have more leaks actually released from, of course, people that work for GameStop showing us this information. Now, this is actually from promotional material, but still, we are going to learn about the multiplayer Black Ops 3, we're going to be learning about the campaign, and we're going to be learning about zombies, and all of it is going to rock your world. First and foremost, let's talk about the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 multiplayer, because I'm sure that's what you're most interested in. Here's this picture, and I'm going to read this along with you guys, and I'm sorry to all of you guys out there, so I'm going to go ahead and read it, and you guys do with it what you will. New movement system. With Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Treyarch premieres a new momentum-based chain movement system, allowing players to fluidly move through the environment with finesse, using controlled thrust jumps, slides, and mantling abilities in a multitude of combinations, all while maintaining complete control over your weapon at all times. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Titanfall is making its way into Call of Duty. Now, I have a theory about this. I don't want to rant and rave too long about this because I'm frustrated, and I don't want to come from a place of anger and frustration, but that's really where I'm coming from with this. I feel as though the reason why we're having this, the reason why Black Ops 3 is having this new movement system, right? It makes sense if you think about the timeline. In Black Ops 3, when they were developing Black Ops 3, because of course they're going with this 3-year development cycle, so basically after Black Ops 2 ended, and then of course Call of Duty Ghosts came out, that's when they started working on this game. Now, around that time, what games were out? Of course, there was Titanfall, right? Titanfall was supposed to be the game changer. It was supposed to be the COD killer. Everyone was so excited for Titanfall and the crazy movement mechanics that were available in Titanfall. Turns out Titanfall flopped. It really wasn't because of the movement mechanics, but it was because the game itself had really no progression system and the unlocks were pretty limited, right? There really weren't a lot of guns in that game. There really wasn't a lot for you to do. And because of that, though, I feel as though they influenced Treyarch while making Black Ops 3 because everybody seemed to adore Titanfall, right? And then, of course, you have people over there at Sledgehammer Games working on Advanced Warfare. Of course, I'm assuming that Treyarch knows what they were working on with Sledgehammer. I think that they knew that there was going to be exosuits. I think they knew there was going to have this double jump system and this dash system and all these things that are going to be put into their games. And they assumed that the Call of Duty fans would probably like it. They probably took a gamble at that. So they looked at Titanfall, they looked at Advanced Warfare, and while developing their game, they kind of made it similar to both of them. All right, and I think that's what they ended up doing. Now let's continue on to reading here. Tailored map design. All right, maps are designed from the ground up for our new movement system, allowing players to be successful with traditional movement as well as advanced tactics and maneuvers. So one's going to assume from that they're going to allow us to have a old school playlist, perhaps. I would hope that's the case. Otherwise, maybe we can just stay on the ground and you don't need to have any of this jumping, any of this new fluid finesse systems where we're going to be having controlled thrust jumps and slides and mantling abilities in a multitude of combinations. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to end up having this. And then we have specialist characters. Now, this is pretty interesting. I don't entirely know what they mean by this. It kind of reminds me of the Prestige system that Call of Duty Ghosts had, but let's go ahead and read that as well. Black Ops 3 multiplayer also introduces the new specialist character system, which allows players to rank up and master each specific character's battle-hardened capabilities and weapons. With this addition to traditional and weapons XP progression systems, Black Ops 3's multiplayer gives players 3 different ways to rank up. Now, I'm not entirely positive what they mean by that. I really don't know. What they mean by we're going to rank up and master each specific character's battle-hardened capabilities and weapons. So are we going to be, like, first Prestige, for example? Or are you going to, like, have a first Prestige where you have to play as this specific soldier, maybe from the campaign or something along those lines, and then that particular character is going to have specific weapons that you can use? Maybe you unlock different guns based on what Prestige you are. I don't know what they mean by that, but it's definitely something pretty interesting. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, for better or for worse, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I'm not here to try and whine or complain or anything. I'm just saying I'm kind of disappointed by it, and I think a lot of you guys are as well, because overwhelmingly people said they didn't want exosuits to be in Black Ops 3, and this sounds like it's going to be basically the same idea almost. But yes, there's going to be a new movement system system in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, let's talk about the campaign, then we're going to talk about zombies a little bit. So we go here to this picture, all right? I'm going to read along with this for you guys. This is going to be a Call of Duty campaign unlike anything before it. So, co-op campaign. Treyarch elevates the Call of Duty social gaming experience by delivering a campaign with the ability to play cooperatively with up to 4 players online using the same battle-tested network infrastructure and social system that support the world-class multiplayer and zombie game modes. Now, that's pretty interesting because once again, we're throwing back here. If you caught my video earlier talking about the beta that Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is going to have, it's pretty interesting that the last time they had a beta was Call of Duty World at War. The last time there was a co-op campaign was Call of Duty World at War. They're kind of getting a lot of they're taking a lot of things from World at War, which I think is definitely kind of a cool thing. And I think for couch co-op, things like that, people are going to love having a co-op campaign. I know there's a lot of you guys out there probably have brothers, probably have sisters or siblings or just friends, roommates, anything. That's going to be fun. It's going to be more fun for you to play through the campaign with a friend or a sibling or a significant other or anything like that. It's going to be interesting, I think, for a lot of people to be able to have that experience going through the campaigns. That's definitely an awesome thing that they're doing. Next up is going to be cinematic arena style play. So designed for co-op and replayability, players encounter all the epic cinematic gameplay moments Call of Duty is known for delivering, as well as new open arena style gameplay elements designed to allow players to approach the game with a different strategy for each time they play. What in the world do they mean by that? Is there going to be an arena? Is there going to be like a single player or a co-op arena where you can face each other, like a one-on-one kind of thing going on? Is that supposed to be like a couch co-op kind of idea? I'm not entirely sure. Next, we have character progression. So, and now every player is now completely customizable from weapons and loadouts to abilities and outfits, all with full progression systems and personalized armory to show accomplishments, providing a constantly evolving campaign experience. So, you are actually going to have character progression for your campaign, and you're going to be able to fully customize your loadout. That definitely sounds pretty interesting. All good things. I'm seeing really all good things here about Black Ops 3's campaign. That's pretty good. I'm kind of disappointed by the movement system in the multiplayer, but the campaign itself sounds like they're going to be doing a lot of cool things with it. Next up, let's go ahead and talk about zombies. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is actually going to be this poster right here. We have a zombie. Basically looks like he's eating a card, and it's only the cursed survive. That's pretty weird. What do they mean by that? Now we're actually going to go over here. So fight the undead in an all-new horror story. Alright, all new narrative. No Treyarch title would be complete without its signature zombies offering. A full game experience with its own distinct storyline right out of the box. Right, so of course there's going to be that. Now, we also have this, a new addition to zombies, right? So we got XP progression system. Now, it's kind of cut off here in the picture. I understand that, but I'm trying to guess this is what they're saying. Black Ops 3 Zombies is the most immersive and ambitious Call of Duty Zombies to date, with a full XP progression system for players that adds depth and replayability to the engaging gameplay Zombies fans have come to expect. So there's going to be a new progression system. Now, of course, Black Ops 2 Zombies had a progression system. That progression system was basically you had the skull and the crossbones, and you had the skulls with the shotguns, and of course, there were all the different ranks where it wasn't entirely clear how you leveled up for that, but it was a ranking system nonetheless. You can kind of guess as to how good the people in your group were based upon what ranks they were. Now it's going to be a bit better. Now apparently there's going to be an entire full XP-based progression system that is going to allow people that really like zombies, and trust me, there are people out there that buy Call of Duty, the Treyarch Call of Duty that is, specifically for the zombies, so it's definitely going to be cool that they're going to be having that. Now going back to this picture, only the cursed survive. Now, is this possibly what Dr. Salem has been working on, right? Are these zombies involved with the Snapchats from Call of Duty? One is going to have to find out. Of course, there's a lot of things that we can speculate at, and of course, there's a lot of things going on now with SoundCloud and a meteor apparently hitting the Earth or missing the Earth, or maybe they did hit the Earth. I don't know. There's a lot of things going on with these Snapchats and with this different kinds of marketing material. And it's entirely possible all the marketing material, aside from the trailer stuff that have been released, is all just entirely related to zombies. It's entirely possible for that. But yes, that's definitely a very interesting picture, and that is what I want to show you guys in today's video. So of course, we had a video earlier today talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is going to have a beta, and we now have a confirmed release date, which is going to be on November 6th of 2015. We know there's going to be a beta, which is going to be coming out on the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, as well as the PC. We now know that the multiplayer itself is actually going to have a brand new movement system, once again with quote-unquote controlled thrust jumps, slides, and mantling abilities in a multitude of combinations. We know the maps are going to be designed for this new movement system. We know that there is going to be specialist characters that are going to allow us to have 3 different ways to rank up. We know that the campaign is going to be a co-op campaign, or at least have the availability for a co-op campaign. We know that there's going to be some kind of arena mode thing going on. Who knows what's going on with that? As well as there's going to be XP character progression systems in place in the single-player campaign, or perhaps the co-op campaign. As well as we know Zombies is, of course, coming back, and it's going to have an XP progression-based system of some description in there. So that's pretty interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, we have learned so much about Call of Duty Black Ops 3 today just from these pictures, and it's pretty interesting. Of course, on April the 26th, we can expect a full worldwide reveal where one is going to assume we're going to see actual gameplay of this new movement system in place, get a feel for what the map's going to look like, get a feel for what some of the guns are going to look like, get a feel for the art style, as well as the environment in which we are going to be playing in. Ladies and gentlemen, learned so much today. So, hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it deserves, and I hope you guys will let me know in the comment section below your opinions on the idea of this new movement system in the Call of Duty multiplayer. What are you thinking about the campaign, and what are your thoughts on zombies? There's a lot to talk about today. I'm looking forward to reading your guys' comments, replying to some of them, and just engaging with you guys in the comment section below about this, because this is the most monumentous day for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 news and information that we've had so far, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say about this. So, once again, hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Remember to leave a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.